Wasabi gangsters, it's me, Dillon, here to talk to you about reading books. All right, so Empire of the Damned. Come on, we are roughly, I want to say, a little over 80% there. And boy, oh boy, has there been some developments. I will say the 60 to 75% mark gave us a little bit more character development, which was kind of a nice reminder for me. This is a sequel, Empire of the Damned, of the Empire of the Vampire trilogy. Empire of the Dawn actually just came out. Congratulations, Mr. Kristoff. I'm actually going to the signing this weekend, Saturday. If you guys are there, let me know. I will be there. I'm going to meet with, I know Pete Reviews Books Good is going to be there. I've had some people in the comments tell me that they're going, so it'd be really cool. Just come up and hang out and see Mr. Kristoff. I'm loving this book, and it's a nice reminder to me as a writer that he made a deliberate choice to take some time to do some character development, and in the background we're seeing some things obviously unfold. But it's very cool. It's very cool that we get that sort of moment of reflection, sort of in a way, and get to really unravel some relationships between characters in this story. And it was nice. It was just a nice kind of reminder to me. And yeah, I'm loving this so far. I'm hoping to be done before Saturday. I think I could finish the last 20% before then, before the book signing in the evening. So we'll see. Other than that, guys, the reading was light. I was going to listen to The Invisible Life of Adie Larue on my way back to my apartment today from leaving the coffee shop, and my brain just went haywire because I was doing some research prior for a current writing project I'm working on, a more contemporary piece that if you guys follow me on my newsletter at chancedillonauthor.com, you can see kind of where I'm at with that. I'm about 7,000 words in. And it's something that I'm going to be giving time regularly. Hopefully, I'm just going to try and navigate that as I get book 2 back. It's very hard for me when I'm in the editing process to my time in front of the computer is spent mostly in editing. Again, we're waiting right now for Dave Butler to get me back the second round of edits, which is I got it to him last Friday, so I have no formal expectations, but I imagine that at some point next week I'll be diving back into that. And yeah, we hit 150,000 Kindle pages read on this puppy. We're a little over that. I kind of missed the jump to that point. But yeah, which is just fascinating. So I want to thank everybody who's picked this book up on Kindle Unlimited. If you guys have left a review or haven't, thank you so much. The reviews do help. If you're over on Amazon, good, bad, or ugly, just whatever, leave your thoughts down there. It really helps people guide them to the project, whether you liked it or not. I mean, some people find bad reviews more helpful, So whatever you guys are thinking, I really do appreciate it. I'm grateful to anybody that's given it a read and has contributed to helping me get my feet off the ground with the books. It means a lot. It really does. And Ill is the Fate, yeah, that's what we're waiting on. You guys can see that in my newsletter. Milestone with Tears of the Fallen, nothing on the audiobook front yet. In terms of, we're still waiting on the samples of the narrators. We're in November now, so things will hopefully start popping up. But we'll see. We will see. It's a really short update this week, guys. The contemporary project is what I've been working on. I've put some words into that. I'm going to be more. It's a very ominous story. Let's just say that I love The Stand by Stephen King, and I love True Detective. And there's just some character elements that I really want to sort of bring over to tie the two together, and then also the sort of post-apocalyptic environment and just a story inside of that that's deeply human is something that I want to tell. And yeah, I was doing some research for that, and boy, oh boy, man, I kind of hate that I had to do research for this. It's just dark, just really dark stuff. But anyways, what else? What's been going on? I watched that movie House of Dynamite, which also, has one of the better scores I've seen in a film. Let me know what you guys down in the comments are watching, playing, if you're playing games or reading. Let me know what you're reading right now. Just tell me. I'm open to hang out and chat and do that. Also, we have a Discord, the Book Street Boys. You guys can go in the description. That link is there. Hopefully it's live. You guys can join the Book Street Boys Discord and chat in there. I poke into the general chat every once in a while. It's a great place to communicate with a bunch of other authors, booktubers, and creators just generally. It's a good time. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I got to say. I really crushed this week. It's pretty simple. There's no Berserk manga there. Just sort of taking a breath after getting my head out of the water with the developmental edit round 1. And I will hopefully be giving Adie Larue some time with reading. I know I say that every week. It's just so funny. I think I might make a rest of the year, quote unquote, TBR video, even though like realistically, I'm only going to finish either probably Shadows Upon Time or Dust of Dreams before the end of the year. My goal would be to do both ideally, and plus Crippled God, but my reading time just doesn't exist like that anymore. So as much as I try to make it. So that said, there's a greater effort on my end to wake up a little earlier, maybe get some chapters in the mornings. I will have some time flying and so on, but mostly, again, editing is going to be taking up a lot of my extra time, which is good. It's the whole intention. That's like what I want. So yeah, that's all, guys. I know I wish I had more to report on, but that's it. The newsletter gives a little bit deeper dive into all of this stuff. So if you guys want to go and check that out, that's fine too. Every week I update there, and I sit down in front of the computer. I write effectively, just like I'm pantsering for a book. I sit there and I just word vomit like this, and it's a little bit more concise because it's on paper and I can look at it and read it versus the thoughts in my head. But I went on a rant about how writing is very similar to a puzzle when I'm in the drafting phase, and I'm being reminded of that now. The only difference is we don't see the puzzle pieces when with this puzzle. So what we have to do as writers is take these puzzle pieces and word vomit them out, right? And in my case, I like to like vomit the pieces out. This is very graphic. And I like to then figure out how the pieces go together. And writing a story and unraveling that is very much one of the most enjoyable parts of being an author. And getting back into it with this new contemporary project, it's sort of reminding me of that. And especially being that I'm writing contemporary versus fantasy, which I typically have written fantasy, and I have 13,000 words in volume 3 for Mercy, which I will be prioritizing once book 2 is out the door. But there's a different, there's a language barrier effectively for writing contemporary and writing fantasy. At least I'm seeing it. It feels almost like I'm relearning to write. Like I'm just like, okay, let me find, like I use the name Brian. I'm like, okay, wow. Brian, that's like so easy to say, but for my brain to put it on paper, it's a little different, But yeah, that's it. That's I'm word vomit there. So let's give a good old awkward goodbye here, because that's what you got. You guys just always do that. So I swear, Adie Larue's gonna get my attention. I swear. Listen to that. All right. Now, you guys are just making it weird now.